So one of the things that's the most worrisome to me, a trend that I've seen building over the past, I would say, year to 18 months, is the pivot to privacy on social media and other digital platforms that has kind of driven disinformation underground. And this is kind of a result not only from the backlash from the 2016 election and the crackdown on social media companies over things like Cambridge Analytica and privacy scandals related to that, but also because of the way people are, changing their behavior online. Rather than broadcasting things to a large audience, people really are trying to connect one-on-one with their friends and family more often. And as a result, bad actors have been driven underground. So they're organizing themselves more in private and closed groups, or if they've been deplatformed in some cases, talking not about Facebook and Twitter, they're moving to places in the more mainstream like Reddit, or farther afield like Gab, 4chan, 8chan. And that makes, all of these conversations and the spread of disinformation and its narratives a lot more difficult to track. There's a lot that's going on in the basement of the internet that is hard for researchers to track and very hard to then combat. Not only can we not know what is being talked about, but it's hard to fact check that or downplay that if we're talking about something that's algorithmic. So I'm worried about that, specifically related to COVID. We've seen a lot of miracle cures and hucksters peddling snake oil on the internet over the past couple of months, and I think we're going to see more of that in those communities. And unfortunately, without greater regulation on a federal level, or more cooperation that is kind of ad hoc between social media platforms and the government, or researchers for that matter, because there has been a lot of reticence on the behest of social media platforms to give up that data to researchers. I think we're going to be in the dark for a long time, and I don't know what the cure is, especially for the scientific community to be able to reach out to those people. And there is a certain extent of, there's always going to be people who believe in conspiracy theories, whether they're on the internet or before the internet existed. Those folks always existed, and perhaps we should be reaching out to the more average folks, not the ones who are on the fringes. But as we've seen, that sort of behavior increasingly is able to migrate and be amplified to a much wider audience, thanks to the tools that we have online.